over here on the left side of the house. And over here, we get fairly deep. In the Dutch closet, but I don't.
Nicole Thompson says she unintentionally bought waterfront property. My yard is always a marsh. Next door at Kevin Wood's home,
Look here, see, when I step down,
his yard stays soggy also.
we can go all the way down to there.
And after getting shoulder deep into the yard, Wood says nothing's been done to fix it.
I'm scared it may be a sinkhole.
Another problem we had is the basement. It leaked 3 times within the first month of moving in. They so-called fixed it each time. It still leaks, no matter what. Worst builder I've ever dealt with. Now after the 3rd attempt, still not fixed. All these houses were constructed on places that were high water ponds. And this thing, the drain was all smashed, so it was filling with water, and we had little frogs living. Oh, there's a frog right there. Anyone with construction knowledge know if this is a great concern? Is my house unstable?
There's columns chilling there on nothing. That can't be right. I just can't. The thing that really got me concerned the first time I got over here was how these 2x4s were installed. I am not a code expert, but my common sense says that cut, probably not the right cut. That scares me a little bit.
Look at this. Oh, wow. What's this hole? That's what he's talking about. That's what he's meaning. This is literally cardboard. That's going to be the outside structure. There's no wood.
Cardboard. What? Cardboard. Literally the worst building product in America. It's this. Cardboard sheathing. This stuff is absolute garbage. I mean, this, believe it or not, is structural sheathing.
If you don't know, sheathing is what goes on the outside of your home after it's framed. And sheathing does 2 jobs. First, it is structural, so it makes your walls strong and it holds your house together. The second thing that sheathing does is it protects your home from the elements. And so, as you can imagine, using cardboard to sheathe your house is a terrible idea.
It is the worst possible wall you can build in America. This is just ridiculous that we're building houses out of this.
Not everybody builds houses with cardboard, though. Traditionally, people have used a much stronger board made of wood, like OSB, or oriented strand board here, which is thick and it does not bend. Unlike this janky cardboard siding that big builders like D.R. Horton are using to cut their construction costs.
And this flimsy sheathing right here can easily fall apart if we have a high wind event. You imagine if all of your walls did this in an earthquake or in very high winds. Now, to prevent this from happening, we rely on wood structural panels. This panel has an inherent rigidity to it. I can't easily make this panel deform. Look how easy I can bend it. I have seen cardboard boxes thicker than this. I mean, what is that going to stop?
Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want to rely on flexible cardboard to hold my house up in a hurricane. I mean, just look what happened to these houses that did not have sheathing yet after they got hit with heavy winds.
A national developer is being questioned tonight after winds brought down the framework of a new home being built. The builder is D.R. Horton.
This just shows you how essential it is to have strong sheathing.
I mean, the problem with the sheathing is you barely have to breathe on it wrong to make a hole in this. There's big tears in it all over the place. 15 or 20 years, you're going to find all kinds of mold in the back of that sheetrock.
So it's not surprising then that D.R. Horton homeowners have reported water leaking in through their walls, under the windows, and down their doors.
On New Year's Eve, we had water leaking so bad out of the foyer window, it was behind the paint, and it was also coming out from the inside of the light switches.
This is for D.R. Horton. Girl, I have a question. How long does it take to fix a mold problem? So at the beginning of June, my partner and I buy this house, and it's great. We love it. Have an inspector that you guys sent, actually, and they said it was fine, so we moved in. And then I start smelling something in the kitchen. I open the cabinets, and this is, I don't know if you can tell, that's mold. And then we see some in the garage. So they realize that this is coming from behind the cabinets, and they remove the cabinets. And then this is the drywall that was removed from that section. I don't know if you can tell, but just covered. They took this from my ceiling above my front door. So explain. And this is a fun little souvenir too.
If you have a plumbing leak, the first thing to do is turn off the water. Driving the Nissan Rogue with Google built in is like,
Hey Google, turn on Rocky's.
so this is D.R. Horton main water supply to the house. And look how flimsy that is. The thing just came apart like that. And water just coming out. I had to turn the main water supply off to fix it. Pipe to an outside faucet protrudes from stucco. Since buying their new home from D.R. Horton in 2012, the Parra family has had 6 pipe bursts, resulting in damaged walls, ceilings, floors, and furniture. All the way up this wall and onto the ceiling, there was a good amount of black mold. Chad Williamson lives in the same neighborhood. He's had 3 pipe bursts in his home since 2014. Action News Jack's cameras got a look inside showers neighbors claim are plagued by water damage, erosion, and mold. A leak detection company looked at water damage in one of the showers. The company found no shower pan was installed, but D.R. Horton told the same homeowner the issues were related to homeowner maintenance. The water heater in the garage supplies the entire house with hot water and should be properly maintained.
My water heater was leaking water from the electrical area. I have only been here a year and 8 months.
HVAC stands for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Your system has several important functions. It heats and cools the air inside your home. It also reduces humidity during hot summer months.
Anyone else in the south, southeast seeing abnormally high humidity in their D.R. Horton homes? Actually, yes. A lawsuit claims D.R. Horton homes can't withstand Louisiana humidity. It's like you're a prisoner in your own home. Plaintiffs in the lawsuit track the humidity levels in their homes, measuring in the high 60s and low 70s. And that's a major problem because experts say humidity should not go above 60 or fungus and dust mites can grow. That explains why folks say they found mold spreading on their stuff and throughout their homes built by D.R. Horton. When Jasmine Miles first saw her shoes like this last year, she didn't know what to think. One of them was so bad, I sent a picture of it to my mother, and she said, I think that might be be mold. That turned out to be true.